It's winter. You know something, folks? You can't say you hate winter. And you can't say I can hardly wait for it to be over. That's no good. That's no good. Because you're wishing your life away, and what good does it say? I can't stand winter and I can't wait until it's be over. And then there's another one coming next year. No, you gotta say, I love winter. I love it. I just love winter. I love the long, long, dark nights, the night sleeps. And I love staying home where it's cozy and warm. I love winter. And look at all that's coming up in front of us. Look at all we've got to look forward to. Why, it's even better than looking forward to Christmas. All the presents that are coming our way. Snowdrops. Crocus. Tulips. Forsythia. Magnolia. Azalea. Flowering crab. Weeping cherry. It's all coming our way. And violet. Folks, can you answer a question for me? Is Glendora the longest running TV performer, both broadcast TV and cable TV, in the USA and still going? She is currently on her 12,822. Show. And in her 62nd year of TV, 62 years, and 86 years old. No doctors and no medicines. In 1952, she was employed at the National Broadcasting Company, NBC, at the television studio, Sunset and Vine, Hollywood, and did a monologue of jokes on the Bob Hope radio after show. Glendora and Her Picture Party was her first TV show, and that was in 1953, and it was in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and it's 15 minutes weekly on WMGT television, Mount Greylock Television, Channel 74, UHF, ultra high frequency. This was expanded to a 45-minute show daily, Monday through Friday, from UHF to VHF. F, very high frequency. Channel 9 went from Channel 74 to Channel 9. WMUR TV, Manchester, New Hampshire, and the show was the SS Glendora. Thence, the Milton Bradley Company sponsored the SS Glendora on WBZ TV, Channel 4, Westinghouse Broadcasting, Boston, Massachusetts. 6th largest market in the country at that time. The show was 1/2 hour weekly. Cute show. Little kids all dressed up in sailors' costumes. Enormous electric company rival, General Electric, rival to Westinghouse, employed Glendora to perform the SS Glendora, 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week, on their Channel 6, WRGB. And this was in 1955 and 1956. Supra expanded into Glendora and Satellite 6, 45 minutes a day, 5 days a week, until 1962. This is the one we still hear people, all the little boys and girls watch that when they were 60 years ago. Now they're in their 60s. Glendora, a broadcast TV snob, decided to step into cable TV. This newcomer proclaiming pie in the sky technology. Her show was A Chat with Glendora, and it started on Lackawanna Cable TV, a suburb of Buffalo, New York, a half-hour show weekly. And this cable TV system was ingested by international cable TV and then bought by Adelphia, and currently Time Warner, which is about to be Comcast. There's no people left to tell the history. She initiated public access TV for Maine Cable Television, Bangor, Maine, at Valley Cablevision in Connecticut, and Colonial Cable TV near Glens Falls and Lake George, New York. Her program, A Chat with Glendora, pioneered all of these. This was the beginning of public access TV, and this is 1972-73. In 1976, she initiated Glendora TV ads, enabling smaller businesses to afford the astronomical costs of television advertising. She found such businesses through telephoning chief executive officers or meeting the same at trade shows, New York and Chicago. The name of the business was Glendora TV Ads. She wrote the copy and she cleared it through the TV station censors, and she produced the commercials on videotape, bought the airtime, and appeared in these commercials as the talent, and then she would call the client and tell him when his television ad would be on the air. Folks, one of the most exciting of these was John Creedon, Chief Executive Officer of Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. Ten 30-second spots on the 6 p.m. news WNBC TV New York, the metro market of Connecticut, Westchester, way up, New Jersey, the 5 boroughs of New York City. Big stuff. And this would be on the flagship station of the NBC television network. 1 million viewers, and the cost to Mr. Creedon was $10,000. It covered everything. Other victories were New York, New England Macintosh apples, Worthington Foods Vegilinks, the vegetarian hot dogs, one of the first vegetarian hot dogs. Oh, and you can see that on the David Letterman show, when David Letterman invited Glendora to be a guest on his show. It's pretty funny what he did. The Vigilinks. New Jersey Peaches, Snyder's Potato Chips, Little Tree Car for refreshers, Tombstone Pizza, and over 50 others. Glendora appeared in all of the commercials, and they were on the top stations in New York City. WCBS TV, WABC TV, WNBC TV, Channel 9, WOR TV, Channel 5. I think it was WNEW TV, wasn't it? Before it was bought by Rupert Murdoch. Oh, and Channel 11 Pix, WPIX TV. Also in 1976, Glendora appeared live Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. on Channel 5, New York. It was Metro Media then. And it was soon purchased by Rupert Murdoch, Fox. It was 5 minutes of jokes called Glendora, a cheerful look at life. Right behind me is a picture of that being done live with the Channel 2, with the Channel 5 camera in it. It was happened to be camera 2 on Channel 5. It was sponsored by Bohack Supermarkets, Long Island. A 30-second version of this was sponsored on WNBC TV and WABC TV New York. A 30-second version of it, Glendora, a cheerful look at the news, by Texaco. And it was sponsored by General Foods, Maxwell House Coffee, and by Polaroid Land Camera, and by Quaker Oats, and by Xerox. During the above, Glendora continued her weekly show on Manhattan Cable TV, which was owned by Time Incorporated. It was not Time Warner, it was before that. It was not Time Warner AOL, it was before that. It was teleprompter, cable TV, had the north end of Manhattan, 78th Street and north. The line went right down the middle of 78th Street. And then Sterling Cable TV had 78th Street and south to the end of the island. And then that folded under prodigious monetary pressures and was ingested by Time Incorporated. It was called Manhattan Cable TV. And the program was also on UA Columbia Cable TV in Westchester. United Artists, now Cablevision. And the program then went on Cablevision Harrison, Portchester, and Pelham, Westchester. And on Cablevision, Long Island. In 1993, Glendora sued Cablevision Long Island for exercising forbidden editorial control over her public access TV show, A Chat with Glendora. She won in both federal U.S. court and in New York State Supreme Court on United States Code Title 47, 521 et sequitur, and New York Code Rules and Regulations. The judge ruled that plaintiff has a statutory right to be on television and must be returned to television. So Cablevision had to put the show back on. In 1994, she expanded A Chat with Glendora to 10 cable TV systems, then to 20, then to 30, and so on. The Glendora Public Access Television Network currently has 64 affiliates: Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten, Chicago, San Diego, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Boston, Portland, Oregon, San Antonio, Springfield, Massachusetts, 10 systems in Connecticut, 2 in New Jersey, Philadelphia, inter alia. The half-hour weeklies are distributed by U.S. mail or by computer upload. Just today, she and helper, Austin, finished 450 half-hour DVD dubs, copies, ready to wrap for shows per TV station for March and April 2015. In 2014, A Chat with Glendora the website began with as many as 20 half-hour shows per month. When YouTube started in 2006, she moved the videos from the website A Chat with Glendora to YouTube. And to this day, I think there's 2,500 programs on YouTube of A Chat with Glendora. achatwithglendora.com. The shows were moved from achatwithglendora.com to YouTube. Most of the shows are half hours, some are 2 hours, and there's one up there that's 6 hours. And there are some that are 10 minutes. She produces about 30 half hours every 2 months. And this is how the count accumulated to 12,822 shows. During October 2014, Glendora initiated youtube.com, Glendora, How to Be Happy Today. 60 5-minute, 6-minute cheer-up messages a Bible verse, a hymn, a joke, a new vocabulary word. It is also on Facebook, and I think it has had 266 likes. These 8 pages delineate why Glendora asks or thinks she might be the longest running TV performer, both broadcast TV and cable TV, and still going. 62 years, 12,822 shows, and new shows every week. What do you think, folks? She's 86 years old, no doctors and no medicines, and still an activist for God, the universe, helping others, for animals, for healthy eating, for veganism, for the planet, and for helping others and being happy. I sent this to Gwyneth's book of World Records. It'll be a year or more before you hear from them. Under penalty of perjury, Glendora asseverates she has told you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help her God, so help all of us God. I await your response. These 4 carpenters started, they all played the tuba. So they started a quartet. What do you think they called the quartet? The tuba fours. The woman came to her front door and said to the man at the front door, "I didn't send for the piano tuner." And the man says, "No, ma'am, the neighbors did." And I'll tell you this about A Chat with Glendora, and I should have put it in here. A Chat with Glendora always has a happy ending. Everybody's glad when it's over.